Hello, Riftbound players. We are back to round 3, the final one of the first Vendetta Nexus Night at Taps Games. Our final 3-0 match between Edmond and CherryTree. Edmond rocking the cannon with the drip. He's got the, not signature, the overnumber cannon and the alt art purple versus CherryTree rocking the Jace, one of the only 2 Jace players, or sorry, 5 Jace players, never mind, I got that wrong, but 5 Jaces at this event. Both these legends new from the Vendetta set. The opposing colors, Order and Chaos, Body and Mind. So we got the Trifarian War Camp for Edmond on the cannon, and I believe that is the Paper Tree for CherryTree's Jace. And the first turn goes over to Edmond, the championship bout for the first Nexus Night and Vendetta. Let's get it started here at Taps.
Imagine I'll be seeing that a lot this game.
First things first, the stack deck. Cannon, the new champion set. When you play something somewhere other than your hand, you get to empower him, and tap empower allows you to give assault to lightning rush and stack deck. Edmond being able to cycle through so many cards in the deck. Just really good at playing draws. Likely Edmond, I think, is going for the Miracle Cannon, where you dump everything in your trash. You can play flow cards from there, empower the cannon, and then your Rasas and your Fizzes become even more powerful. CherryTree, we're not sure what modified Jace, what version of the Jace they have. We've seen some Jace Aurora, some Jace Miracle, Star-Crossed, and I believe that is a Captain going to the trash. So tap 3 and CherryTree's first turn.
We'll mobilize.
Mobilize. Oh, it's going to be Ram. CherryTree very likely playing that. Dazzling Aurora. Does Edmond with the purple yellow have any gear hate? We'll have to find out. A lot of good gear hate in it. They have the factory reset. They have the salvage. They're going to tap 1 for another lightning rush. Just so much cycling being able to be done by this cannon deck. Off the top, there's one of the tentacle summoners. There is, I believe, another Vanguard Captain, and they're going to add that to the hand. That's a purple Zed, and the tentacles go into the graveyard. Both the tentacles do have float. Vanguard Captain activates the Legion. Trash, recycle yellow, and get the recruits. They're going to dig around for some tokens.
What are these? Nope. Don't have them. Yeah, that's fine.
And that is the setup for turn 2. So 3 units available in the base for Edmond. Cannon still not empowered. Jace being able to empower is big, as they can ready some gear. Activates a Plate Worn Egg for extra energy. And pays 1 for the Jace to ready, and then now gets an energy back, or it gets an empower.
Do you mind if I just put a dice on it?
That's fine. Or maybe I have. There you go.
Thank you.
Plate Worn Egg enters exhausted, and you can empower it and tap it to give energy. So now every turn from now on, CherryTree's going to have 2 extra energy. I think this is playing right into the Aurora strategy. Edmond, though, purple, yellow, some of the best tempo and removal tools in those colors. We are back in action. Let's see what happens. A Hidden Blade in hand for Edmond with the removal. Again, purple, yellow, so many things to disrupt your opponent. The tentacle goes in for the first point. Edmond scores on Trifarian War Camp. Another light, I believe that's another cannon in hand. They're going to tap 3 and play the Silverback. Or sorry, yep.
Power and kill this to get this empowered.
Kills 1 unit to give an empower, and at empowered, the grayback is +2. Tentacle going to be sent into the Paper Tree. Edmond gets their second point of the game. 2-point advantage, but CherryTree has been able to ramp flow from the Lightning Rush, tapping 2 and recycling 1 for another cycle. What is Edmond digging for? We'll have to find out. Maybe looking for a salvage. Dragon form, Call the Weak, and I'm not sure what that last one is, but adds the Call the Weak to hand. Oh, it's a Traveling Merchant, so ditches 2 more cards. Banished.
And then we'll get empowered.
And it gets empowered because they played the flow card, giving the next, they can tap on action speed to give assault to their next, to any unit they have.
Has to.
CherryTree, what do they have? They have a lot of runes up. Tap 2, is that 9 mana? They ready the Jace to get it again. They get 4 mana.
6, 9.
And they have it in hand. It's the Dazzling Aurora. Boom. Huge bomb dropped. CherryTree getting that on the right turn tempo. Let's see what they reveal.
We'll mobilize.
Yep.
We'll go to Instead. Elder.
All right, Elder Dragon coming off the top, nuking 2 units, kills the Silverback, kills the Tentacle, means that Edmond can't get a hold point. This is big for CherryTree.
And then it'll be you.
Dazzling Aurora resolved at the end of turn, so CherryTree passes turn over. We know that Edmond has a Call the Weak. Does CherryTree have any... actually, doesn't have any mana, so I'm not sure if they can counterspell it. Let's see what Edmond chooses to do. They have any units to activate a cheap Call the Weak. They're looking through their trash, looking for the Tentacles card. They're going to play it from flow. Tapping 3, banishing it, and getting the Tentacles up. That's likely going to channel... Or sorry, be the fuel for the Call the Weak.
Tentacles for days.
2 Tentacles exhausted at base. Will Edmond pop the Call the Weak right now? They choose not to. They're going to go Xin Zhao. That enters ready. Because there are more 2 or more units at base. Leader swings in. Xin Zhao swings in. Double Conquer for another 4 to send Edmond to 4 points. And looking. Doesn't have much. Only at 5 runes this turn. And not a lot in hand. They do also have a Hidden Blade. Do they want to hide it on location? Recycle.
Going to hide right here.
We're going to hide both of them. I believe that other one is the cannon. Panel back up. CherryTree, again, has a ton of mana. The Jace being able to ready that Plate-Worn Egg essentially means they have 3 energy every turn. And Flurry of Blades to deal 1 to everything. Elder Dragon makes it so that everything dies to just 1 damage. Hidden Blade on the Xin Zhao. Edmond getting to kill it before the Elder Dragon procs, and they get to draw 2 cards, and then again 4 cards from the other one. So those 2 Hidden Blades, pretty much burning all of Edmond's runes for a lot of cards.
Yeah. We will come in here.
Elder Dragon swing in on the Paper Tree. Edmond, I believe, cannot respond. That's going to be first point for CherryTree.
2, 3,
Tapping
4,
for the Jace.
Catalyst.
And they pay for the Catalyst, which gets them 2 runes back. Tapping 6. Sends in the Jace.
Already the dragon.
And it readies the Dragon.
Aurora.
Pardon? Oh, yes, Aurora, thank you.
Blue Jace, when you play me or play non-unit gear, you may ready something that's exhausted. So essentially readied the Elder Dragon and brought it back. Now Elder Dragon comes back out, deals 1 damage to 2, kills off 2 more units in Edmond's base.
Wait, I think I'm missing a step here.
I'm sorry, yes. Kills another unit in Edmond's base. Edmond pretty low on runes, only 5 available, but a huge hand. Is there any answers for Edmond to deal with CherryTree's huge backline and the Aurora and the Plateworm Egg? It looks like Edmond had a lot of gas in the tank at first, but 2 Elder Dragons, the Flurry of Blades last turn completely destroyed Edmond's board. Both battlefields empty, only 1 Tentacle against 2 Elders and a Jace. Goes up to 5. So Edmond's still keeping pretty good point tempo, but it feels like time is running out before the Jace unleashes the wrath of 2 Elder Dragons onto Edmond's board. Empower activated from the Greyback, killing the Tentacle on board to get a +2 for the Greyback. In hand, has a couple more cards. Going to play, I believe that is the Gust Monk. Doesn't have the energy to play the empower cost, or sorry, the added cost. CherryTree going to ramp back up. I believe that is 3 rune. That is 12 runes, CherryTree. How many cards is that in hand? Maybe 2 or 3 cards in hand, but still. Massive board with the 2 Elder Dragons, the Jace, Plateworm Egg.
We'll come here.
CherryTree swings in with the Elder Dragon for the 2nd point, 3rd point. Down to 3 points total.
Gutter Palace.
Gutter Palace.
What does that do again? 4 cards, 4 units. Battlefield.
Gutter Palace at the start of the beginning phase. 4 cards in hand, 4 units in battlefields, and you can win the game. You can discard 1 card and tap it to play a bird token with Deflect. So it's kind of an interesting alternate win condition.
Yep.
You don't ever empower it, do you? Or you
I empowered this. Don't really empower that. It exists, but not much else going on otherwise. I think we'll just go to end step here.
Yep.
And Aurora phase, so CherryTree's gonna end their turn, revealing more of their deck, looking for a minion off the, or a unit off the top. Sabo, Visions, Plateworm Egg. All of their stuff is just coming out. That we're seeing the full deck of CherryTree essentially. And they get their 3rd Elder Dragon, getting to deal 1 at each one. Kills the Empowered Silverback.
You technically get to.
Edmond essentially getting to see half of CherryTree's deck due to the trigger ability of the Aurora, letting you pretty much reveal everything for that last card, or sorry, that last unit. CherryTree revealing a 3rd Elder Dragon, so we're not actually sure what they have outside of that that can be revealed and summoned by the Aurora for free. Edmond now channeling back up to 7 runes, 2 Cold Weeks in hand, but not a lot of units in the back line. See what they can do with the yellow-purple combo.
2.
A lot of outs, Empowered Cannon.
at beginning phase, right?
At the beginning, if I have 4 cards and 4 units at battlefield, I eliminate.
It's possible that CherryTree could actually pull off that win condition of the Gutter Palace if Edmond can't take off the units. But with how much removal, how much tempo advantage that yellow-purple can get, there's a pretty slim chance Edmond will let that happen without reacting. They're going to tap 3. Actually, they're going to choose to take that back. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. They have the Fizz in hand for stuff to pull out of the trash, but Edmond just simply doesn't have the units. And they're going to try to get more with the Tentacles, summoning 2. Tentacle summoned, Fuel for the Call of the Week activated, but 3 Elder Dragons and an Aurora still hiding, and of course that Jace champion chilling out there. Two recycle 1 for the Cull. Gives up the Jace, CherryTree, good choice. Obviously, you don't want to give up one of those big dragons. Edmond only has 2 runes back up. They want to spend right now. Do it. Up to, oh. They tap 2 to play the Dredger, a 2 mana, 1
You can
might
choose to
unit.
channel Ruin Exhausted if you wish.
I mean, we're gonna choose from.
I can't, so.
Okay.
Okay, the effect of the paper tree, since CherryTree holds 2/5, they are going to be able to. Sorry, Edmond gets the benefit from that because CherryTree doesn't actually have any more runes to channel. It is, again, just a massive, terrifying board for CherryTree, who's caught up now in points. Full mana up. Gonna tap 1 and Stupefy for the card draw. Not many cards in hand for CherryTree. But they are going to play another. Okay, they're tapping. Discard the Promise feature to make a bird unit. They're going to put it on the Trifarian War Camp, so makes it so that the 2 units each get +1. So that's going to be, oh, another one. CherryTree's going for the hold. Big hold. That's 3 units +3 from the War Camp. That's 10 +10 +1 plus another 3. That is way too much might for Edmond to punch through. CherryTree essentially, yes, since they just let the Edmond know there is no units other than the Elder Dragons, which we were talking about before. Going to essentially reveal the entire deck to Edmond, gives them more information. Not much that Edmond really didn't know already.
Yep, 2 cards in hand.
You need 4?
I need 4 cards in hand to win the game.
But yeah, the 4 trigger activated by the Gutter Palace out on there, while CherryTree only has 2 cards in hand.
I'll give this a shuffle.
Yeah, go ahead.
And no flow cards in CherryTree's grave, but they have, again, 20, I want to say 5, I believe. 24, 25 at the War Camp.
Unless I get the dragons back, we'll just leave it as shuffle.
10 up. Not a lot of interaction, I think, in CherryTree's hand, but still, that is 2 Elder Dragons you have to take down. But if any 2 colors have the ability to do it, it's likely going to be purple and yellow as a second Call of the Week drawn. Edmond still at 5 points. CherryTree caught up very quickly. Massive board on 1, Elder Dragon on another. Edmond sending in the Tentacle, 2 to 2. He's going to trade with the bird. This is to fuel the Call of the Week so that CherryTree can't just ditch the useless bird token to kind of pay for the cost of Call of the Week.
I will flow.
Flow for more tentacles. Banished zone, 2 more tentacles at base.
2. Is it Spanish?
Yep.
2 Call of the Weeks available, but there's still a 3rd Elder Dragon.
Sack the dragon.
Okay.
Sack the tentacle.
Great. That's 1 removed. 2 more to go. Another Call of the Week in hand. This is a pretty good matchup for Edmond if they manage to get the removal. Because again, CherryTree just revealed they have no more units outside of these Elders. They're going to kill the Call of the Week from the Elder Dragon. Edmond looking for more. Paper Tree available now. But CherryTree did sack everything on it. Carrion Dredger sends to the Paper Tree. In response, it's a wages to kill the Carrion Dredger. Gonna murder it and get the bird.
I'll get a treasure.
And then a gold token back for CherryTree. Edmond still has the Gust Monk to send if they want to.
We're both at 5, right?
Sorry, pardon?
We're both at 5 points.
Yeah, we're both at 5.
Gust Monk goes over.
I will kill those.
And a Bellows Breath to a target. So recycles 3 due to the 2 repeated and deflect. And since it is 1 damage, that's enough to kill anything. Kills the monk as well. So Edmond has no units left. And Lightning Rush from the hand. Looking for more answers. Edmond seeing a Xinjiao, Carrion Dredger, and I believe that's another Gust Monk in hand. Adds the
I'm gonna look at my trash.
Edmond looking to see what they have in the flow. Adding the Carrion Dredger to hand. Discarding the Xinjiao and the Gust Monk. Passes over. CherryTree's also going to go to 6 due to the hold. And channels back to 11. One card in hand. Looks like it's not a lot of lines of play. Yeah. Immediately passes over back to Edmond. The fact that CherryTree only has one unit up means that they can't score and advance the tempo of the game. Grand Stratagem in hand.
I might have to.
2 for the Carrion Dredger. But this is the Fizz able to pull the Call of the Week from the grave.
Call the week. I'll pull this guy.
Yeah.
I'll get a bird.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't pay a yellow.
Yeah.
For the color.
Pays the yellow for the Call of the Week, and that is all 3 Elder Dragons taken care of by Edmond. Boom, boom, boom. Every single one taken out again because yellow-purple just has so much ability to keep removing and cycling that removal from the flow. From the trash with the flow. Again, with the purple cannon and the Fizz. Now purple cannon being summoned from the champion zone. The next conquer that Edmond gets, he can summon more kind of things. Burns too. And if Kennen conquers, Edmond will get another spell from flow that is equal to the cost of the card.
I'll play Clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance to predict 5.
1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Because you can do this, react, do.
Reaction, predict 5, and then draw 2.
Yeah.
The top 5 cards. The Sabotage in there.
This is going to go on top. This is going to go on top.
Okay, CherryTree set it up and is going to dunk the rest on the recycle.
I see how.
We are then going to play a Garbage Grabber.
Tap for the Garbage Grabber.
Recycle 3 cards from my trash back to my deck.
Okay, recycled back, and it's the Elder Dragons returning with the Garbage Grabber. Great tech from CherryTree means that the Aurora will at least get 1. Garbage Grabber allows them to draw, get a card back as well.
See what we're working with. Sabotage.
Sabotage looks at Edmond's hand.
Grand Stratagems and Dragon Form. I guess put Grand Stratagem on the bottom. One of them.
And now with the Aurora, CherryTree is guaranteed to get 1 Elder Dragon back.
Aurora. She'll grab one of the 3 that are at the bottom. And then we'll shuffle the rest, and these 2 will be on top of them. Yes. Right? Yes. Because we're revealing every card until this one. And then these 2 will be my new top deck. This will be the rest of my deck. So we'll shuffle this.
Yep. CherryTree having the combo. And targets the cannon so that Edmond can't get the flow back off that spell. Edmond, if they pull off something like a Fizz though, another Fizz would be good. Edmond readying back their runes. Pretty close game between these 2 players. It's the silverback, not exactly what you want to see. And I believe CherryTree has a Flurry of Blades in hand if they want to go for the kill again. Seeing that Elder Dragon, again, just needs to ping 1 to get the kill. Edmond digging through the trash, seeing what they can flow back. Multiple Lightning Rushes, a Dragon form. They're looking for a Fizz. See what these players can do with their hands. I mean, CherryTree, 1 Flurry, and I'm not able to catch that other card, unfortunately. He's shuffling a bit too fast. But Edmond sending the bird over. Bellows Breath, that's the other card, and repeats it.
And pay for it.
And recycles for the gold cost, and boom, the Elder Dragon effect again. Bellows Breath, completely wiping Edmond's board. This is a repeat play. I mean, hey, Edmond, if you can repeat your cards with flow, CherryTree can do the same with the cards in hand. You can kill 3 Elders, but one of them comes back with that Garbage Grabber. Great tech from CherryTree. Very interesting deck. And Edmond, I'm not sure if they're the deck purple-yellow. I'm not sure if there's enough Accelerate units to really get back on board.
Tentacles.
Tentacles back up. Two recycling 1. And they're going.
All right, new plan. Have you burn out?
Haven't going for it. Another Lightning Rush. Nocturne off the top. Recycle any rune to get it. Let's see what Edmond wants to add to the hand out of the Carrion Dredger and the Starcross. It's the Starcross back to hand. A lot of deliberating. Edmond has to find a way to deal with this Elder Dragon, but we know that CherryTree's next draw is the Elder Dragon, and then after that, it will be an Aurora trigger, which gets the other Elder Dragon. So, in theory, they could have the 3 Elder Dragons up right on that next turn. Edmond looking for answers. Can they do it? Taps 3. Play the grayback, or silverback again, and that's Edmond's turn. CherryTree gonna go back up to 11. And we know it's an Elder. Ready's up the Jace, and here it comes. Another Elder Dragon.
The other elder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just start the elder to make a bird.
Okay, discards to make a bird. Oh, and they're gonna use the Garbage Grabber, I think, to bring it back.
Little garbage grabber.
Yep.
So target will be this, and
Bellow's Breath, Elder Dragon, and I believe that is a Flurry of Blades. And it cycles 3 from the trash.
yeah. It's very odd, but I'm enjoying it so far. So that's 2. Rock has a garbage grabber, which I know what it is. So 2.
Taps
1,
2.
3.
And gets 3 energy back off that Jace combo.
6. 9. 12. Play Elder Dragon.
Elder Dragon activates, and Prox is going to kill another 1 unit at the battlefield. Or, sorry, at a location, being the Nocturne.
For that. Come in here.
Elder Dragon swings in. 7 points. CherryTree about to win the game.
Move to end. We'll go get the Elder Dragon wherever he might be. Pretty sure it's at the bottom of my deck again.
Boom, another Elder Dragon.
On the top of my deck.
Edmond with the 3 Call the Weeks managed to slay 3 dragons, but CherryTree with the Garbage Grabber brings 3 back, and he's gonna
Come in here and I'll kill this.
send it to the Trifarian War Camp to try to hold for 8 points. Kills the Silverback, or Grayback. And Edmond practically only has tentacles to try to fight against 2 Elders.
These go on top. Your turn.
And this is likely going to be the last turn. Edmond only on 5. Can't even win the game unless they pull some magic out of the hat with an extra point, which I don't think yellow or purple this set has the ability to do. CherryTree going to be able to hold, I think, 8 points with the double Elder Dragons at 22 might on the Trifarian War Camp. Yes, I can confirm it's escaped Grayback that did get nuked by the Elder. 2 tentacles versus 3 Elder Dragons. Deliberating on this last turn, likely. I think that's 7. That's 8 runes available. Dragon form and 1 grand stratagem in hand. Not sure if they have what it takes to break through. Grand stratagem would be 6 recycled 2. Getting the tentacles back up to 6, but even 6 plus 6, that's only enough to kill 1 Elder Dragon. And there's still 1 waiting in the wings. And of course the bird token. A lot of deliberating.
No, you're good. We got 30 minutes, dude.
Is it enough? Edmond with the dragon form, the switcheroo, and the star-crossed in hand. Switcheroo would make it so that one of these tentacles is about 10 power. Sorry, it would be 11 after the swap, I believe. It's a lot of deliberation. Switcheroo is pretty expensive, though.
There's a bit of disparity.
CherryTree explaining the despair to Edmond, which we all felt against the Aurora after I'm not sure how many turns Edmond has survived. It's probably been 7, 8 turns.
It's Jace Aurora. It's Aurora with blue. Bellow's Breath is disgusting with Elder Dragons.
Dragon form activated.
Yeah, you got it.
Sends the base might of the unit to 5. Tentacle trying to get sent in, but we know CherryTree has, I believe, 1 card in hand, but no runes available for the counterattack. 2 recycle, 2 for switcheroo.
Okay. Switcheroo. I'll just show you a flurry of blades.
And Flurry's game. Yep, that was the 1 mana up and the 1 ping again. Just completely destroys everything. The power of the Elder Dragon. CherryTree takes game 1.
I think your sideboard is going to be very good against me, though.
Maybe.
Need to find my Jace.
CherryTree taking that first game of this final best of 3 round in the inaugural Vendetta Nexus Night at Taps. Everyone, if you're enjoying the gameplay so far, head down to Taps on Sundays. Sunday at 11:30 is every week the Nexus Night for Riftbound, and it's the new set, so I'm sure there's lots of cool strategies and decks to be cooking up. If you're interested in getting any product, card games, or games, head out down to Taps on Calgary Trail. Summer anniversary right now. 1.5 more days until the end of the long weekend. 10% off in-store credit for all your purchases. So, you're interested, pick up some stuff for Vendetta, pick up some decks, pick up some card sleeves. 10% off in terms of getting it back in-store credit rebate. So, both Edmond and CherryTree choosing the side deck. I think Edmond's going to definitely want to side in something like Salvage to try to kill those Dazzling Auroras. Let's see what they do. And we are back. I believe both players are finished, almost siding. It looks like Edmond's still deciding a little bit. CherryTree going for that pile shuffle. Very powerful combination. The Jace being able to dig pretty hard for the Aurora. The ability to refresh your mana with the Jace ability on that Platemore Egg gave CherryTree so much mana to be able to play that early Aurora. And the spells like the channeling of runes, the mobilize, the catalyst on curve meant CherryTree had a very early dazzling Aurora, which kind of was the start of the end for Edmond, even after Edmond took a couple of pretty early points. The clairvoyance as well means CherryTree's draw likely going to be way more optimized as well, being able to predict 5 and draw 2. And always pull out something like the more ramp, like the Aurora, play it on curve. If they have it on turn 7, you'll ramp to turn 9, and boom, that could be the dazzling Aurora next turn.
How do I beat 3 salvage and 3 prefects? Especially if salvage gets flowed at all. This matchup seems rough post board.
Yeah, especially when there's 10 cards in the sideboard.
Yeah. I like the change. I think it introduces a lot more like skill-based deck building.
Yeah.
Obviously, it hurts Aurora a lot because now you have 3 slots that you can just put stuff in and not worry about it.
But I feel like Jace is not bad though.
Yeah. I think the Bellows Breath is just so strong with the Elder because you're killing so many things for so little.
I'll take first.
Sure. Good luck.
Good luck.
All right, and game 2 has started. It's going to be, I believe that is Sigil. And I believe that other battlefield is going to be if you're defending alone.
Sure. I'll keep this.
Edmond is going to go first. Yeah, I believe that. Okay, so it's Forgotten Monument. Players cannot score here until their 3rd turn for CherryTree. And for Edmond, that is Forbidding Waste if something is defending alone. -2. And it is the draw. Ooh, Imperial Decree sided in for Edmond. 1 damage back means he can kill an Elder. Turn 1 stack deck. Digging for draw. And it's the Ash as well to kind of nuke the hand of CherryTree to make sure they can never actually get the right pieces for the combo. Again, like CherryTree and Edmond said, completely agree. More skill-based side decking, a lot more skill expression in what you decide to put in.
Yeah.
And Lightning Rush.
Start. You have to look at so many cards.
Adds the, I believe that's another stack deck to hand and ditches 2 of the Xinjiao. Let's see if CherryTree gets the mobilize on turn 1. They do. Great turn 1 start for the Jace. Draws another Lightning Rush. Salvage in hand for Edmond, though. Tentacles, adds an Ash, and adds a, I believe that's a Traveling Merchant, if I can see it correctly. Going to add the Ash to hand and ditching the Traveling Merchant and the Tentacle Spawn. From hand, Vanguard Captain. With the Legion activated, recycling 1 to summon 2 recruits. And passes over back to CherryTree. Do they have the Catalyst on curve? We also don't know what CherryTree exactly sided in. We've seen a couple of Edmond's cards. CherryTree, just due to the angle, can't see exactly what they sided, but maybe more mid-range cards. Tapping 6 and playing the Jace from hand. Or sorry, from the champion zone.
Already a rune.
When you play Mirror the first time, you play a non-token gear, ready something that's exhausted.
You can score here now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Forbidding Waste now being able to be scored on. Vanguard Captain sent over for the first point of Edmond. Tentacle sent over. Edmond going at 2 points pretty early. Just like to start a last game, but we're going to have to see if they can survive. Again, CherryTree's Aurora strategy. Hold a weak, kills off the Jace.
Has been pulled.
So this one,
Edmond, though, spending a lot of runes to get ahead early. Now is going to tap some more runes. Let's see what they pull out.
tap 3.
They tap 3 to play it from the trash for more tentacles.
Made some tentacles.
Also tentacle.
Yeah.
And plus 2.
Summoning more tentacles, and I believe Edmond will get to play the Empower on the cannon.
We'll play a Rengar.
Ooh, Rengar straight from hand. Yes, CherryTree did side in more units in the mid-range, takes over and kills the Vanguard Captain. Oh, and wipes the backline with Bellows Breath to kill all 3 tentacles. So CherryTree, big swing for them. First point of the game and completely wiping out Edmond's backline. Salvage in hand, but Edmond no units really to do much. And if they play the Ash now, the hold point for CherryTree means they just get it back.
I figured you would probably change up your deck.
Another Rengar in hand, Missile Barrage, Sprite Fountain, and another Dredge Up. So maybe CherryTree completely sided out all the Auroras to counter Edmond's sideboarding. So it's kind of like a chess match where both players are siding.
Anyways,
Yeah.
it's just to see your hand.
Yeah, you get to see the hand. So.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'll play face up for you.
Yeah, you'll get it back anyway.
Yeah.
Rocket Barrage, Sprite Fountain, Dredge, and Rengar means that CherryTree has a lot of actually fast answers to contest. Gets a point for the holding from that Rengar. Going to ready their runes. See what magic can happen with this blue, this yellow, the blue-orange combo, sorry. Tap 2 and recycle 1 for the Sprite Fountain. That is a fast moving target.
I'll come in here.
Sends it in. And CherryTree goes to 3. Now with the point advantage. Brings the Rengar back to keep it safe. And CherryTree with 3 runes up. Another Sprite Fountain in hand, it looks like.
Go ahead.
Ash coming back. Reminder that Edmond does have a couple salvages in hand. Could kill the Sprite Fountains to deny CherryTree 1 more Sprite, but I'm not sure if that's how they want to use that card. Ash going in on to the -2 battlefield. Clears it for an easy conquer point. Now tied at 3-3. Deliberating as Edmond's going to tap 5, recycle 1. And they're going to play a second Ash on the same battlefield for that -2, to negate that -2 on defending alone. And a second Rengar, the Clairvoyance, second Sprite Fountain, and Rocket Barrage, which, yes, Edmond already had the information for.
Banish the Rengar.
Sorry, pardon? Rengar?
Banishes the Rengar. Now, CherryTree's going to have to try to do a hold for the Rengar to come back to hand. Salvage and pings off that Sprite Fountain.
I'll draw one.
Yep.
That's two.
Token will die.
Yep.
Wrong.
Oh wait. The Rengar is
In hand. In play.
Yeah, in play. Yeah.
Yeah. This is hand.
Yeah.
This is play.
Yeah.
CherryTree now has the chance to fight back, but it will still be next turn until they can get the hold back and get the Rengar returning to their hand. Edmond, but is fully tapped out. We know from their hand they have an Imperial Decree, a Salvage. Can they defend the double battlefields with the Ash just against CherryTree? We'll have to see if there's any combat tricks that CherryTree can play on the Rengar they have in base to conquer over.
Interesting spot.
Absolutely it is.
5 cards in hand?
Yep.
That's too many cards, man.
Yeah, two. And trash.
Yeah. Infinite cards in trash.
So 2 lightning rushes for flow.
Yeah.
Just deliberating about what's able to be flowed from trash. I believe there's nothing in Edmond's trash that has reaction speed flow. CherryTree still thinking. The Rocket Barrage wouldn't do anything because both these ashes are in a battlefield. CherryTree could conquer for a point, but it would mean that Edmond has a chance to fire back. Sprite Fountain activated. Bellows Breath activated to deal 1 damage to both the ashes.
Just 1 damage. And then I'll send in this
Sprite to attempt to trade back, and then now the Rengar clears the Ash, wipes out both ashes, and it's a conquer point for CherryTree.
And then I'll pass.
Now it's up to Edmond to see if they can keep that card out of CherryTree's hand by taking over the Rengar. A lot of cards in hand, a lot of stuff in the trash. Stack deck available for more draw, Lightning Rush in the grave, being able to be flowed for more cycle. But it is requiring Edmond to go down in a lot of energy, a lot of power, recycling a ton. The Fizz available as well. A lot of play patterns available for the Kennen. Gust Monk and playing the Fizz. Cycling 1 and looking for a spell. I think it's going to be the Cull of the Week. Yep, culls it off and recycles the yellow. Culls off the Gust Monk, just summoned this turn. Cycles back to the bottom of the deck. I believe Edmond should be empowering the Kennen, but might have missed that trigger. And is going to salvage the Sprite. So they went down, I believe that is 3 runes in 1 turn. Drawing 1 from the salvage. So a ton of runes burnt up for the removal. But now full board clear from Edmond. Still the Fizz in the backline. CherryTree, a hand wiped away by the Ash. Garbage Grabber. And tapped to try to dig something back out. Cycles the Rengar, the Jace, and the Bellows Breath. That goes to the bottom of CherryTree's deck. Untaps the Garbage Grabber to retap it with the Jace ability for 1 mana, and another mana to pay for the Garbage Grabber. So recycling another 3 to draw 1. CherryTree able to pretty efficiently cycle back their resources back in their deck, but they have to find a way to find it.
Do you have a Garbage Grabber or you drew it?
I drew it. Yeah.
I burned my salvages.
Yeah.
Tap 2.
We'll mobilize.
And mobilize for just an exhausted Rune. CherryTree just playing a lot of setup and then has to pass over to Edmond, who has the fizz up. Still pretty low point scoring game so far for how many turns that have been. The back and forth, the competitive match at this 3-0 table. Want to be at the 3-0 table? Come to Taps every Sunday for the Nexus Night and bring your best deck and bring your friendliness to the games, as we love having you here. Edmond, a lot of options in the hand, but not a lot of energy. Only 6 after burning a ton of runes last turn from the fizz, from the Call of the Week, and the salvage. Edmond sends it in, reaches 4 points. And then they send in the cannon, actually playing it on the location from the champion zone. So it burns a stacked deck, and I believe that is another Gust Monk. Tapping 2 to play I believe that's a Carry and Dredger at base, so only 1 mana up and passes over to CherryTree. So 4 and 4 now. CherryTree still has not held yet, so does not get those Rengars back in hand. I believe that is a Clairvoyance and a Catalyst of the Aeon. Tap 4 for the Catalyst.
And I'll draw one.
And they're going to tap the rest of their mana for Clairvoyance. Being able to predict 5 cards and draw 2 is very powerful. CherryTree, ooh, off the top, I saw a Watcher. That could be big for them. Likely going to be the addition to the hand.
These 2 on top, these 3 on the bottom. Draw 2.
Yep, Thousand-Tailed Watcher off the top could completely wipe Edmond's board.
Go to 5.
Yep.
Edmond holding to 5 points. Carrion Dredger sent in for the 6th point. Edmond, he gets the double conquer, can end the game here. CherryTree is probably not going to let that happen with the ability of the Thousand-Tailed Watcher.
Oh, I see. This guy never loses. Damn, that's pretty good.
Edmond choosing to use the Lightning Rush, I think, from the trash. Low cost activated. Sorry, not yet activated. Just digging through and seeing if they want to play it. And they are going to do it. Do recycle 1.
I was 2-1. Sorry.
And getting to draw 3.
Honestly, though, I played Draven. I'm not very good at it. There's a lot to learn still. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I feel like Draven just farms Zed, Akali, and is good into everything else. I don't know. It's pretty strong. That's 2 Dravens. I don't know if this matters. Oh my god. Yeah, it's very strong. Like the prefix, I will channel nothing. It's just so much better.
And that is the turn. So it's the Greyback and the Gust Monk at base. Edmond completely tapped out. And CherryTree.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame. There might be something.
Sprite burst for 5. Summoning 2 sprites at the base. Some fast answers for CherryTree. They still, again, have that Thousand-Tailed Watcher, but I believe they don't have the energy to accelerate it. But they're just going to play it at the base for the minus. So now, 3 versus 2. 3 versus 1. CherryTree conquers to 5. And 3 versus 2 again. Conquers to 6. Both players at 6 points. 6 and 6. CherryTree. A lot in the back line. Ooh, and hides 1. Something scary. And Edmond has to at least clear 1. Sorry, we'll have to at least CherryTree. We're not sure what that hidden card is, but the Watcher would get 1 point, and if they pull another big unit off the top, they would end the game here. A lot of deliberating for Edmond. Not wanting to play against that hidden card. Clears the sprite at least. Goes to 7. Can they get the double conquer this turn? For the game, we're not too sure yet. A lot of cards in hand. A lot of cards in the flow. Not sure if Edmond's running the Ride the Wind that would let them go over. Looking through the pile, Edmond trying to flow something back. Flows the Tentacle Spawn, getting 2 more 1/1 tokens. Sorry, not 1/1s, but 1 Might tokens. Deliberating. This is, again, a lot. Edmond sending it to reinforce so that it doesn't get the -2 for defending alone. I believe that is 5 mana up, 5 mana, and CherryTree passes. It's a wages. CherryTree's.
I don't think I can react to my sprite now. Oh, it is hitting.
Or it's
right.
a unit at a battlefield.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah, I
can
get
get
it. I get it.
CherryTree getting that trigger for the gold, but it will be exhausted this turn, so they don't get the hold point,
Doubt it will matter.
thankfully. But let's see if CherryTree can pull another Watcher out that would, I believe, end the game. Not sure exactly what they drew, but let's find out. 1, recycle 1 for Sabo to see Edmond's hand, rip out a non-unit, and recycle it.
I'll take one of the Imperial.
One of the Imperial Decrees yoinked out.
Yeah.
That would trade favorably against the Watcher. Three and 7. Going to be CherryTree playing another Clairvoyance. I believe there's a Stupefy there. What else? CherryTree managed to collect just due to the angle of the cards. There's a Flurry.
Put these 2 on top. These on the bottom.
That is a Stupefy added. Flurry played at the location with the Tentacle. And then now choosing to play the Watcher.
Yeah.
Clears it for because it goes down to below positive, or so it goes to 0 might, won't deal any damage, so the Imperial Decree wouldn't do much. CherryTree goes to 7. CherryTree digging around. Or sorry, this is for the draw from the Garbage Grabber. So it returns a couple things back to the deck. Draws 1 card off the top. 2 mana up. Watcher holding by itself, so it would get the -2 if Edmond chooses to attack in. Not sure if Edmond had empowered the cannon, but they could very likely do it this turn. And Edmond needs to dig for answers. The Starcrossed off the top is huge. That could stuff the Watcher back into CherryTree's hand, denying the game win. Carrion Dredger played. The problem is Edmond doesn't have any accelerate units to push it to 8 points because you can conquer for a draw, but you need to, again, capture both of the battlefields to end the game here. Starcross from hand, bounces back the Watcher. Carrion Dredger as well. The readied Tentacle and score an extra point, but it wouldn't mean much other than a draw for Edmond. Sends it in for a draw. Like a 1 for Stupefy. CherryTree trying to draw off the top. And I believe that was a Flurry they drew, but they're going to give over the draw to Edmond. Get a stacked deck off the top. These two players are fighting hard for the board control. 2 recycle, or sorry, that's just 2 energy spent for another Carrion Dredger. And tapping 3 for an escaped grayback.
Game 3.
I'll kill this for empower.
Yep.
Empowers back.
That's sweet.
Full runes for CherryTree.
Yep, fine.
5 might on grayback. CherryTree, we know they have a watcher in hand. Tap 4. Sorry, that is a lot of pressure here. Both players on the final point if they can conquer both.
We will.
I'm not sure what line of play CherryTree wants to go, because if Edmond gets any removal and it's just CherryTree's 1 unit, a Cull of the Week, a Hidden Blade, anything can completely nuke CherryTree's chances.
Bell's breath.
Hellos repeated in the back line.
And
Yeah.
then
Image marked on him.
I'll get a bird.
Yeah.
Kills the unit and gets a bird. There's 2 damage marked on that grayback. Watcher to minus might. Accelerated. Kills the grayback as it goes down to 2 with 2 damage marked on it. They send it to the battlefield, which is practically blank now since it's been a past third turn for a while now. Both these players fighting hard. Garbage grabber tapped for that 1. Returning 3 back to the deck. And then CherryTree gets to draw 1 card. Edmond has to be able to clear the watcher here on this location if they want to end the game, or if they don't want to lose the game. And Sabo from the hand. Looking at Edmond's hand, there's an Imperial Decree. Yoinked out. That was there from before, but Edmond still having a stacked deck, still having, I believe, a Lightning Rush in the trash for the flow cost. They could try to dig hard for some more removal, for another Star-Crossed possibly, but it still would not end the game. Oh, the Hidden Blade off the top. But is it enough? Even if Edmond Hidden Blades, it's not going to be enough for him to win a game. A second Hidden Blade and the Tentacles. Second Hidden Blade added. Recycle back the other 2 off the stack deck. I think this might be Edmond's chance to win it here. Edmond sends it in onto the last battlefield. Draws a card. Salvage in hand. Could get the Garbage Grabber. Plays the Hidden Blade to kill the Watcher. They draw 2. CherryTree draws 2 cards. But CherryTree's completely tapped out here. Going to be a salvage on the Garbage Grabber. Cycling 1. Draw another card. Cull the Weak. Now Edmond, I believe, just needs to stack enough on 1 battlefield. Hold for that 8th point, and he can take it to game 3. Vanguard Captain, pulled out. And that is 2 more 1 might units on top of this battlefield. All in hand, some reactive answers ready. Hidden Blade hidden onto the battlefield. Yep. CherryTree has to somehow wipe this board. And then we've seen them use the Bellows Breath. We've seen them use the Flurry. I believe they have 1 more Flurry in hand. It's really up to the CherryTree to break this. Both players punching back and forth. Very tense late game here for both sides, and a Lightning Rush used from the flow. Cycling 1. And off the top, another Lightning Rush, an Ash, and another Cull. So much fighting on both battlefields. We see the Watcher bounce back and forth. We see Edmond spamming out the units, trying to get control, but with no accelerate, as they ditch the 2 Xinjiaos very early in the game. CherryTree now is going to, I believe, ramp back up to 11. Or sorry, that's 10. Anything in hand? They have a Wages, they have a Flurry of Blades. They play the Flurry, killing off the 1 might units at the location.
Oh no, you don't target.
I'm not targeting the battlefield.
Hidden Blade is hidden there for Edmond. It is very tense. Wipes out all the 1 might units. 1 damage pinged on the Vanguard leader. Taps in the Watcher. For 8, recycle 2 blue.
It's like, I don't know, -1.
It does.
Oh, it does.
That's a
Yeah, gets the -2 onto the leader. In reaction, I believe, yeah, Edmond's going to hit him blade their own card
Got
to draw 2 cards. So many answers. Another star-crossed off the top. The removal is endless, but CherryTree swings back with another one, draws off the top with the Watcher, but there's not enough fuel in the tank. There's not enough minions units for CherryTree to get a double conquer or hold because Edmond continues to wipe the board.
stuck on him. If he burns out, I win, but it might just win the game. Burn out, man. There's the call.
Here's the call of the week to wipe out the Watcher. Edmond needs more units to try to go for a double conquer or a hold turn. They have very low runes. They're looking, I believe they're digging for the tentacle spell. They see the lightning rush. Man, both players, I believe this is like the 10th or 11th turn at this point. We have had so many turns, but this is the type of gameplay you get at that round 3 table. The best of the best at the Nexus Nights, head-to-head, clashing, and this is exactly what we want to see. Very competitive match. CherryTree having 2 plate-worn eggs, the Dredge, the Wages, Stupefy, and Garbage Grabber.
Touch my garbage, man.
Edmond's thinking. Ditches the Stupefy to deny a draw. Again, those 2 Rengars have just been sitting in the banish forever. Those 2 kitty cats not able to come back until CherryTree holds, which has not been for a very, very long time. The entire game, perhaps. CherryTree, Rocket Barrage, and kills the Ash. Still, Edmond has no units to send, to hold, to accelerate. The Zinjaz being ditched early, having so much impact in this game to Garbage Grabber to get some units back.
Yeah, it's been sitting out for a while.
Second Grabber added back. Both players just endlessly cycling and recycling and dragging stuff back. Has to pass turn. CherryTree again still does not have enough units to double conquer or double hold, and I believe Edmond has more removal in hand with the Star-Crossed. And there's another copy of Cull. So even if CherryTree managed to accelerate the second Watcher, sorry, this would be the third Watcher, I believe, of the game, they cannot end on a hold because Edmond will just cull it.
Yeah. Kind of my win con right now, unfortunately.
Edmond taking some time to think here. A lot of cards in the trash, a lot of cards to flow. All right, it's just a pass back. Edmond literally has 0 minions and 0 things in the flow that they can play for benefit at this point. One energy and tapping the Garbage Grabber to get some more stuff back for CherryTree to draw 1. They're just really digging through their deck to try to find some answers when we know Edmond has more removal. It is just an endless battle between these two. 7-on-7. It's been 7-on-7 for multiple turns. Lack of accelerate units really coming to punish both players. Tapping 3 as CherryTree's going to go for the egg. And a second one. A lot of mana up, but again, CherryTree, I think, is probably waiting for 2 Watchers to swing in at both times to deny Edmond the ability to end the game, but that's something useful. That is the tentacles. Plays it for 3, and he can flow it for another 3 for more minions next turn. Another call available as well. Are they going to play the tentacle spawn from the trash with the flow ability? About it, I think Edmond's going to do it. Yeah, tap another 3 to banish the card, activating the flow, getting another 2 tentacles. There's 4 tentacles now. Does CherryTree have any copies of Bellows Breath in their deck remaining? I'm not too sure. It's been an intense back and forth between these 2 players. Draw the turn. Oh, there's a flurry. Oh, that is the bellows breath off the top. Yeah, that is game.
Learning, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know what to expect. I guess I assume you're gonna take the Auroras out.
Yeah.
Then like I didn't expect the Elders to also come.
I kept one elder. Because like that's I can't take out all the mobilizes and stuff, so I still get a lot of runes. It's actually not against two still. I took out like one of my 3 sabotages.
And that's going to be the final game. Sorry, I just had to collect myself a little bit there. But CherryTree, for those who, need a review of the game, did actually top the Bellows Breath, killing the rest of Edmond's units, and he had no more units to play from Flow. The last one was the Carrion Dredger, and CherryTree, I think, would have conquered and then held, and Edmond would have had to try to draw one more card on the next turn, which would have given CherryTree a point. So both players literally going to the end of their decks. Edmond cycling so hard but could not get it. So CherryTree goes up 2-0 for the finale. That is the type of gameplay you want to see at the round 3, table 1, baby, at Taps. And that's going to be the end of the Nexus Night. CherryTree being the champion here of the Nexus Night, the inaugural Nexus Night of Vendetta set for Riftbound. So all of you players watching, all of the players that are rewatching the VOD, thank you again for tuning in for the first commentated Nexus Night at Taps Games. Come back on the long weekend. Still one more day left and a bit for you to grab 10% off of store credit with any purchases. This has been your caster, Kebin Dunk, a member of the community. I also do League of Legends gameplay commentary, but looking to get more into Riftbound, and we're going to see what else we can do with Taps. But with that, I'm going to bid you all adieu and hope you had a fantastic Nexus Night with Riftbound Vendetta, and we'll be back sometime soon to bring you more Taps Games Riftbound streams.